Stevie, a 3-0 defeat today against Whitehill welfare, but can you sum up the 90 minutes?
It's a funny game, It's a funny game, but it's pre-season, that's what that's all about, I guess. But the first 20-30 minutes we were outstanding. I mean, if people watch the game or get the chance to watch the game, it was unbelievable. Some of the stuff was breathtaking. With 4 or 5 really good chances that on another day we should take. That said, we didn't take them, and you pay for that. The goals we lose, the first one's a corner at the end of the half. It's the second phase of a corner where we don't clear the lines well enough and the ball breaks the guy in the box and he tucks in the corner. You're not going to miss for 10 yards. The second was a penalty. I think that's just an experience on Max's part, to be honest. He's that keen to get to the ball, he gets drawn in, the boy does him and gets a penalty. The third goal, Gregor's been brave, trying to take the ball, gets caught under his feet, it's a dry pitch, the boy robs him, he's in and goal, straight through, goal, 3-0. And you're going, there's a lot of time to go here, if we get a goal we're back in it, but I don't think we really found our rhythm at all second half, like we had in the first half. I'm still puzzled to think if their goal had a safety make second half, although despite losing 3 goals, I'm not sure Kyle had a safety make either. So it's one of the games where the game kind of petered out in front of us, where we couldn't really get into a rhythm to maybe make something happen, to put an impression on the game. And I said to the boys there that I'm not going to change. I want the game to be shorter. I want it to be a shorter game where we take the ball and we're brave and we play with the ball speed high and move it around. We got that first half, didn't quite get that second half. And I said to them at the end of the game, I said, you've got to keep doing what you're asked to do. There's no point in putting the tools away. 1-0 down, 2-0 down, 3-0 down. You've got to keep doing what we believe in here. It's pre-season, it doesn't matter. The score is irrelevant. What's relevant is us grooving in for the season that's coming. And what you do in defeat is you learn a lot about your players and you learn a lot about the team. And sometimes you look around and go, well, who's missing? Especially after the defeat like that, you're going, could have done with him. So the guys who aren't here suddenly become really quite important. The guys who aren't here, suddenly their chances start to squeak a little. So sometimes playing games doesn't do you good, for the players. But we'll come through this. It's only pre-season. We've got a bit of time to go. Another 2 weeks to go. Hard game next week, and I've said that to the boys. But the attitude will be the same. We take the ball, we play, we're brave in and out of possession. I don't think we were competitive enough in the second half. They were more competitive than us in the second half. We kind of let the game pass us by. And I said that to them at the end of the game, deep brief there. I says they were more competitive than us in every area. We didn't get ourselves into a rhythm where we could actually go and make a tackle and maybe set the tone a little. But let them do that to us. And I said we've got to be better on that side of the game. It's all well and good playing, but you've got to do the other side of it as well. So that was quite disappointing for me, the second half in particular. Other than that, some good individual performances despite the result. I mean, some really good individual performances. I mean, Dave took off at half time. I thought he was outstanding first half, took him off, and he wasn't happy coming off. But that's life, and it's quite good to see a player not being happy to take it off. And the Mayor played left back for us today. He did really well. He did really, really well. He was a good outlet. He used the ball well, he defended well, so I was quite pleased with that. I felt Chingy was a great full game. He was one of the guys who wanted to take the ball all the time, and he spoke and he was competitive. He was probably on the day maybe our best player. Maybe Darryl Young shades him for that maybe. But again, the old guard are showing it well. PT and Darryl outstanding at centre back. We just need to find a goal or two. And if we do that, we'll find a rhythm and we'll be okay.
You mentioned maybe not putting the tools away, but was maybe the disappointing reaction after losing the 2 goals so quickly in the second half?
I think that the reaction comes from the boys that they start to think, oh no, they want to lose another goal, so they stop doing what they were doing. I don't think they put the tools away. I think they just didn't want to be as creative as they could be, and that's a concern because there's nothing to lose here. Go and play, get on the ball and play. I couldn't care less. Pre-season game, if we still try to play and we lose another goal, it doesn't matter. But if we lose goals because we're being conservative in our play, I'm bothered then. And I think that's the message I have to get over all the time, is we want to play. We want to get the ball down, we want to move it around, particularly this time of year. The top of the ground's quite hard, the pitches are decent, we may as well use that to our advantage. It's going to be hard enough middle of winter when the pitches are like glue pots and you have to go back to front. So once we get that sorted out, then we'll be okay.
And it's now on to Auchinleck at home in our final pre-season game next Saturday.
It's an easy one, Auchinleck at home in a pre-season game. You know what, you've got to test yourself against teams, and I think if you've got any ambition to do anything, you've got to really test yourself against quality opposition, and I think Auchinleck are that. There's no question about that. So maybe we judge ourselves in that game, not the Whitehill game, the Henry game or the Nitton game. We judge ourselves in that game how far we've come. We've come a long way in terms of our shape, in terms of how we're approaching the game, because it had to change a little bit just to give us a wee edge, so we can go back to how we did play and play different ways. So we've done a lot of work on that. Whether it's successful or not, time will tell. However, next week is a big test for us to say, can we be as competitive with the top team, in my view, over the last 2 decades anyway in non-league football.
Thank you, Stevie.